What's going on, guys? This is Induced Rhino back for another drift build in Forza Horizon 2. So, why did I say that slowly? So yeah, if you saw in my last drift build on the Lotus Evora or Porsche Macan, one of those, not sure, I said that this week I'd start doing longer drift builds, and this is the first video that will be starting that. So today we're going to be doing a drift build on this car, the 2012 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. So yeah, in case you can't read or you're not wearing your glasses, I'm not mistaken by GT3. It is really GT2 RS. I did not know about it either. I just thought there was a GT3 RS, not the GT2. But yeah, as we found out that Forza Horizon 2 gave us 2 more free Porsches as a bonus pack, which were this one and the Porsche Cayenne, which is another Porsche SUV. So, and in the Porsche Macan drift build, I did say that it was the same as the Cayenne, just a different name. Well, it turns out I was wrong. Turns out, actually different to the Cayenne, or Cayenne, whatever it is, because they're both different cars, but they're very similar and made by the same automobile. It's just like, how can I say an example? Nissan. They make a lot of SUVs, but 2 of their SUVs are very similar, which are, I believe, the Qashqai and the Dualis. They're pretty much the same, but they're different SUVs made by the same automobile company. And some people would get confused that they're just different names because different countries call them different names. But I apologize for that. So, yeah. In this drift build, we are going to be doing a longer drift build, so second part we just drift around the streets, and third part we might do is showdown, something like that. So let's have a look. We've got speed of 7.9, so pretty fast, pretty good launch and braking. We've got 611 horsepower, so that's actually a lot more power than the GT3 RS. Very surprising. We've got 516 torque, weighs just over 3,000 pounds. Hang on, I just gotta check, is that lighter than the, yeah, that's like only 20 pounds lighter, heavier than the GT3 RS, and yeah, I was mistaken, the GT3 RS has 100 less horsepower than the GT2 RS. And yeah, give this baby a drift build, and we'll drift it down the streets and drivetrain swap. No, we're gonna keep it in rear wheel drive. Drift it down the streets and then just maybe do a showdown. Well, yeah, these tires, some of these upgrades are suitable for a rally build. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did try and do a drift build of the GT3 RS, but instead I did a rally build because while I was upgrading it, I realized that a lot of these upgrades were suitable for Storm Island. A lot of these upgrades were suitable for rallying for Storm Island, so I just thought I might as well give it a rally build. There you see, the only option you have for springs is the rally spring and dampers, and that's what I was like with the GT3 RS. There wasn't very much things you could do, like a lot of the things were suitable for rallying, for a rally build, so I just decided to give it a rally build. So yeah, ignition. And yes, I keep saying this, you don't need to upgrade everything in the engine when you do a drift build, but the things you do upgrade in the engine, you should give a race upgrade, except for the flywheel, which you should just give a sport, because that doesn't do much. So we got 700, we got 882 horsepower, we're getting there. 876, and the intercooler might give us a bit. 888 horsepower. We'll just make that 900 horsepower. Yeah. It's the first time I've ever done a drift build between 800 and 1000 horsepower since the 1000 horsepower Camaro or the 800 horsepower Dodge Charger Fast and Furious edition. Okay, so we'll just take a quick look at it. So, beautiful looking car, and yeah, the back, that wing at the back is different to the wing on the GT3 RS. The wing on the GT3 RS is adjustable. That's just part of the car and is white. And on the side, in the GT3 RS, you get some sort of lining trend, but instead on this you just get same color and a black thing there. I don't know what that is. But moving to the front. Oh wait, is that? Yeah, so in the front, of course, you get. Oh, sorry, I just sort of cut out there. But as I was trying to say, the front you just get that normal Porsche 911 front, and that's pretty much it. The headlights sort of sticking out. Yeah. So let's take a look in the interior. The dials are very similar interior to the GT2 RS, the dials. And I like how you get that red trend, leather red trend on the steering wheel. I just really like that. And it also goes on the door handle. That over there looks like a strap. Yeah, but the red leather trending on the steering wheel sort of reminds me of the Ferrari 458 Spider Thrustmaster wheel. So let's listen to the sound. Really great sound there. I'm pretty sure this has a V8. Yeah, V8. Just like what the Germans like doing to their cars. Alright, so the speed of this is 9.0, and it's a bit more than the handling. Like I said, the less the handling is than the speed, the badder I drift. Yeah, but surprisingly for what the handling says, I'm actually doing slightly better than I thought. I thought I was going to go all over the place, sort of. Well, it's not the worst I've had. It's only like 7. The handling is only 7% less than the speed, and yeah, so not bad. We just sort of stopped there, stalled there. Yeah, like I say, if the more the speed is than the handling, the more the speed is than the handling, the badder the handling is. And the more I sort of spin out and can't really drift. But surprisingly, this is doing slightly better than I thought. Yeah, but this is the most suitable places to drift Porsches and other types of cars, Castelletto. And even though this is not an Italian car, well, there is no this game is not set in Germany. But yeah, Forza Horizon 3 I heard might be coming out, and I'm guessing that will be set either in just another spot in Europe, America again. I hope not, because, well, Forza Horizon 1 was alright, but America was, you couldn't go off the map. But even if Forza Horizon 3 is set in America, you'll still be able to go off the map. But I just like the landscape. I just prefer it to be in Europe than America, because I just love the landscape. It's just more beautiful than America. So I'm hoping it's set either another place in Europe, it's set in Japan, or Asia, Japan, or Australia. Yeah, so this is the same engine, because we can't give it an engine swap. We just added some upgrades to the engine. Pretty much fully upgrade the engine. So yeah, we're just gonna do some drifting along the streets. Just gonna do drifting, and we're just gonna do some drifting on the streets. Try and get to a car meet, and we'll maybe do a showdown. Maybe even a drag race. Even though this is a drift build, not a speed build. But a showdown, yeah, even though that it's still a drift build, we might still add some drifting in the showdown. Let's see. And we can see how this car does in a showdown. We can see how this car does. We can see how this car races and drifts in a showdown, and see if it beats the competitor or competitors. Yeah, so we'll just test that, not only just to see how good it is in a race, just to see how good it can drift in a race without crashing, so that you come last. You know what I mean? Because the more you crash, the more chance you have of coming last. So yeah, we might see how it drifts and goes in a race without crashing. Because the more it crashes, the bigger chance we have of losing. Obviously, set that twice, I'm sorry. We're just back at the place we started, the Castelletto hub. And yeah, I'm sort of starting to get the hang of drifting this car, even though it may not have the best handling. And unlike on the Porsche Macan, it's not all-wheel drive, because usually when you're in all-wheel drive you have less chance of spinning out, but the only problem with all-wheel drive is that it has, especially with all-wheel drive Porsches, you get a bit of understeering, quite a lot of understeering like in the Bugatti Veyron, and if you do spin out, even if you do spin out, which you have less chance of spinning out than you do in rear-wheel drive, but when you do spin out, it's a bigger spin out because the car's picked up by all the wheels, obviously. By all wheels, because it's all-wheel drive, so get into the interior, just still cannot get over that steering wheel. I just love it. Yeah, it's a bit like the Nissan IDX Nismo, where like you get red seats and red steering wheel. And I don't really check if the seats are red in this. I don't think they are. Yeah, I think the only red parts in this car is the trending on the steering wheel and the part of the door handle and that strap on the door. So I kind of did that on purpose because I just sort of got distracted by the time of this video recording. So I just got distracted there. But it's a bit like I have to try and, this car I'm sort of getting the hang of, but it's a bit like when you're drifting, you have to like concentrate so hard. It's just like that. While you're playing a game like Flappy Bird or Mr. Jump, you cannot get distracted, not even by sneezing, because if you do, even if your eyes are closed for 1 second, you will have a big chance of failing or dying. Yeah. Alright, that would have been a bit successful until we spun out. But it's okay, because at least we're not losing all the points by crashing, which I always do in a drift build. But it doesn't really matter about points. Well, it kind of does, but it does matter when you still haven't unlocked all the perks. But because I've unlocked all the perks, it doesn't really matter as much. And if you but still, even if you unlocked all the perks, you should try and get a lot of points by drifting and clean racing and stuff like that, so you can get more XP and get wheel spins. But it's because the level I'm on, the higher level you're on, the harder it is to get a level up. So yeah, it's very hard to get a wheel spin it's very hard to get a level up by just drifting and drifting. The way you need to get XP, because you don't get as much XP as drifting unless you're like an expert drifter. Unless you're not an expert drifter, it's a lot harder to get enough XP to level up by drifting than it would be by racing. Earning XP in races. Definitely. It will be a lot harder to get a level up by drifting than it would be by racing. By leveling up by racing. So that's why I just do races and online road trips, so I can get a lot of wheel spins. So yeah, nice entering. So yeah, we're just gonna go in an online car meet, and until we find a showdown, I will get back to you and wait till we just enter, and I'll see you at the showdown. Okay, so we've just showdown's being hosted. And there's only one person so far, but I'm just gonna join. Okay, so that is a bit loud. When I do drift builds, I should turn the audio down in case you can't hear me that good. So what are we up against? Which car are we up against? Because we're only up against one person. But that's okay. One person's better than none. One's better than none, because they rhyme. Alright, so which car are we up against? We're up against the Ferrari 575M. Yeah, and that's A-Class, so he might be getting a head start. 10-second head start, maybe? What? 15-second head start? I don't think we're gonna win here anymore. I don't think we are. Come on. We need to start soon or else we're not gonna win. 3, 2, 1. Well, because this is in North Italy. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is Italy. This is the Italian part of the map. 3, 2, 1. That's 1. That's 3, 2, 1 in Italian. Okay? So, we're already starting to drift. But maybe the more controlled this car is, the better chance we have of winning. And the more we... And the more this car is out of control, the less chance we have of winning. Because the more we crash, the further away we get from the competitor, and we have a big chance of losing. So let's just try and keep this car in control without crashing, and we might be able to get this guy, even from a 15 instead of 10 second head start. Yeah, because that car's A-class. I thought with A-class cars you get 10 second head starts, and with S1 classes you get 5 second head start, because this is an S2 car. But no, you get 15 second head start with the A-class car. That means how much of a head start would you get if you were in a D-class car? 1 minute? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Probably not 1 minute, because you'd still probably win. Well, it depends how fast the D-class car is. Probably to me, one of the fastest D-class cars in this game is either is one of the Ferraris, either the 250 California or the 500 Mondial. Yeah, because that's pretty fast. Because that's fairly fast, even when it's in D-class. Yeah, because with the Ferrari 500 Mondial, which you got in a car pack, I used to, every time I do online road trip and it would be D-class, I'd pick that car and it would be quite fast, probably the fastest. Okay, so we're right behind him. Can we get him? Maybe we can. Oh! We were so close! We nearly had him there. Damn. It's okay. We were closer than I thought, honestly. I thought we weren't going to get him. And my thought was right, because we didn't get him. But we nearly did. And I just spun out again. Come on, can we at least just cross the finish line? Yeah, we can. Alright, that was a bit of humiliation. But I swear, if it weren't for those 2 spin-outs, and if we had got a 10 second head start instead of a 15 second head start, we would have got him. Definitely. Been beaten by a Ferrari 575 5M. It's actually probably, honestly, I gotta say, my second least favourite car next to either the 1984 Ferrari GTO or the 1987 Ferrari F40. Now, the Ferrari F40 is alright. It's probably my second least favourite car next to the 1984 Ferrari GTO, which you might be thinking, if you love that car because it's a GTO, how could you hate the GTO? Well, I like the GTO, I'm not a huge fan of the GTOs made in the 80s, but I love the GTOs made in the 60s, like the 250 GT, like the 250 GTO, the most expensive car in the game. I don't have it because it's too expensive, but if it were cheaper, if it were about, because it's about 6 million credit, if it were about 3 million, half the price of that, which would be impossible, I'd have it in my garage. That would be the first classic car I'd ever try and save up for. The first classic car I ever get without winning it or finding it in a barn find. Okay, so we're gonna go do an online free roam so that we can start a drag race. And yes, like I said earlier, I know this is a drift build, but we've already drifted it down the streets in solo and during the showdown, but we just need to see how it does in a drag race, because this is pretty fast. Yeah, so yeah, while we're waiting, we'll just give it a couple of drifts down the runway, which is what I used to do to get a low XP, until like the level ups were now impossible because we're on a higher level. So let's join this. Yeah, because the higher level you're on, the harder it is to level up. And And we've gone again. We've gone down the hill. Nice. Alright, so straight after this we'll stop it because I think this recording has gone too long. Yeah. But that's what we're thinking. I wanted the longer drift build to start from. I wanted these longer drift builds to, instead of, like I said, that's why we're starting these longer drift build videos. Drift build videos, they'll go between 18 to 24 minutes, and we're at just over 20 minutes now. Alright, just S2, teams off, clear, we don't want it raining, midday, collisions, yeah, off, yeah, because it's just a drag race. We don't need to be hitting people, because if we hit each other, and one of us spun out, that wouldn't count. And yeah, someone's already joined, so we can start. We just gotta wait and find out what car he's in. Let's see if we're not humiliated like we sort of were with the Ferrari 575M. Yeah. And yeah, the 1984 Ferrari GTO is my least favorite Ferrari because, yes, it is a barn find, it is a GTO, but like I said, I don't like the GTOs made in the 80s. And you're probably thinking, well, how could you hate a barn find car? Well, with barn finds, I don't really drive them a lot. Well, I like driving the VW bus and the Alfa Romeo Giulia. And, the Ford Capri. No, not the Ford Capri. The Renault Alpine, I guess. Ford Capri. Yeah. Those are my 4 favourite barn find cars. Those are probably the only 4 ones I usually drive. And speaking of Renault Alpine, is that one? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. I heard those things are really fast when you upgrade them. Alright, so let's see. Will we be getting a head start? No. Wait, what? He's back there. Is it either because he's just stopping on purpose? Because he thought he doesn't want to do the race without quitting? Or is it that they've given me a head start because his car's even faster than mine, and more powerful? That's impossible. The speed of this is 9.0. I knew that the Renault Alpine is pretty and we won. Yeah, it's getting to the finish line pretty fast. Yeah, I reckon if he hadn't got a head start, it would have beaten me. Because I heard that the Renault Alpines are pretty fast when you upgrade them. But I didn't expect it to be that fast when you upgrade them. Faster than the fully upgraded Porsche. Well, not fully upgraded, just because it's a fully upgraded engine. Porsche 911 GT2 RS. So, yeah, after this, we can pretty much wrap up the video. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, and you want to see more longer drift builds, let me know. Or if you just prefer the shorter ones, I might start doing those again. But let me know if you liked the video, and maybe give me some suggestions of other cars. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next drift build, and to be longer. Bye bye.